Hey guys, welcome back to another GitHub tutorial. And in this GitHub tutorial, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm just going to be talking about Markdown. So Markdown is the sort of file format they use to write README files. So for example, over here I have one of the projects on my GitHub account, and this is basically just a website which is just like a cool operating system. But yeah, basically if we go to the readme.md, and you can see this is actually what the Markdown can actually look like. So if you click here on edit, you see it looks like this if you edit it, but then when you actually look at it, it has all of this. And if I go over to here, this is another file. You can see this has a lot of code inside of it, and yeah, you can just see that you can make the Markdown look really nice. And if I edit this, you can see that it doesn't look like that when you're editing it. So yeah, Markdown is basically just what GitHub uses to write your README files, which is another thing. You should always be writing README files if you're making a public GitHub repository, so people actually know how it is. But yeah, so here I have an online Markdown editor. It's called stackedit.io, and basically this just lets you check your Markdown before you upload it. One problem is that GitHub has a different flavor of Markdown, which basically means they have things slightly different, but most things that you write in here should work here. So the basics, if you want to make a main title, one hashtag, and then you start typing. So let's call this main title, and then you see if we want to have a subtitle, we can have two hashtags, and then we can give it subtitle. Let's just call it subtitle 1. Then underneath that we can say, let's say, here is some data for this subtitle, and then let's have subtitle 2, and we can just have, oh, why can't I type today? Subtitle 2, here is some text underneath this. Okay, so there's some subtitles, and you might want to add some code inside. So to do that, what you can do is, let's just say we're writing a Hello World application in Swift, and let's just say here, let's just print Hello World. So you can see we do these three, I'm not sure what they're called, I think they're called tilde signs, but basically you can do this, and I'm pretty sure you can also just indent it, and that might do the same thing. Oh, I guess not. So yeah, you do need these three signs, but that puts in this nice block for you to understand. So yeah, now you might also want to show a list. Let's make a new subtitle, lists, and let's just make a list. So you can either use numbers like item 1, it did it for me, but you can just do item 2, item 3, like this. And you can also do dashes, which will give you dots. You can also do asterisks, which also give you dots. And let's just call this item 1, item 2, item 3. And let's say you want a sub list inside of this. So you can do that by putting a tab and then having what's that? An asterisk. You do an asterisk and then sub item 1, sub item 2. So yeah, this website's doing a lot for me, but this is basically how you would get the sub items. And then you can also have italics. If you have one asterisk and another one, let's have italics. And if you have two asterisks like this, this will just make your text bold like this. So yeah, I think there's also a HTML tag like underlined. You can start using things like this, and that will just give you an underlined tag. But yeah, these are the basics, and then if you want to have complicated stuff like tables and things like that, I think there's a way of doing it. But if you go to table, well, this isn't really what I was talking about, but yeah, basically there's just other ways of doing things, and there's a GitHub cheat sheet somewhere. I'll link it in the description down below so you guys can see it. But yeah, Markdown is very useful, especially when you're writing documentation for your code. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye!